Babe Ruth was a legendary baseball player who is considered one of the greatest athletes in American history. He was born on February 6, 1895, in Baltimore, Maryland, to parents George Herman Ruth Sr. and Kate Schamberger. He was one of 8 children in his family and grew up in a working-class neighborhood. Ruth's parents were unable to care for him, so he was sent to St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys, an orphanage and reformatory. While at St. Mary's, Ruth was introduced to baseball and showed a natural talent for the game. He was eventually signed to play for the Baltimore Orioles minor league team and made his debut as a pitcher on July 11, 1914, at the age of 19. Ruth's pitching skills quickly caught the attention of major league teams, and he was signed by the Boston Red Sox in 1914. Ruth played for the Red Sox for 6 seasons. From 1914 to 1919, and quickly became one of the team's best players. In 1915, he helped the Red Sox win the World Series, and he continued to be a dominant pitcher for the team in the following years. Ruth's transition to a hitter began in 1918, when he set a new single-season home run record with 11. In 1919, Ruth hit a record-breaking 29 home runs, which was more than any other team in the American League. His success as a hitter eventually led to his trade to the New York Yankees in 1920, where he would become a legend. When Ruth arrived in New York, he quickly became the face of the franchise and one of the most popular athletes in the country. He helped the Yankees win 7 American League pennants and 4 World Series championships during his tenure with the team. Ruth was known for his power hitting, and he set numerous records during his career. In 1921, he hit a then-record 59 home runs, and in 1927, he hit 60 home runs, a record that stood for 34 years. Ruth was also known for his charismatic personality and his off-field antics. He was a notorious partygoer and womanizer, and his larger-than-life persona made him a cultural icon. In addition to his success on the field, Ruth also made a significant impact off the field. He was one of the first athletes to become a national celebrity and used his fame to raise money for charitable causes. He also played an important role in breaking down racial barriers in sports. In 1934, he was one of the first athletes to speak out against segregation in baseball, and he helped pave the way for future integration. Ruth's playing career came to an end in 1935. And he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1936. He continued to be a beloved figure in American culture for the rest of his life, and he made numerous appearances in films and on television. Unfortunately, Ruth's later years were plagued by health problems, including throat cancer, which eventually led to his death on August 16, 1948, at the age of 53. Despite his early death, Ruth's legacy continues to live on. He is still considered one of the greatest baseball players of all time, and his impact on the game cannot be overstated. In conclusion, Babe Ruth was a baseball legend who revolutionized the sport with his powerful hitting and charismatic personality. His career spanned 2 decades, during which he set numerous records and helped to break down racial barriers in sports. Although he passed away over 70 years ago, his legacy continues to inspire future generations of athletes. Babe Ruth's legacy has not only inspired future generations of athletes, but he also left an indelible mark on American culture. His larger-than-life persona and charisma made him a national celebrity. And his impact on baseball helped to transform the sport into a national pastime. Ruth's impact on the game can still be seen today, as many of his records still stand. His 714 career home runs were a record for nearly 40 years. And although he has been surpassed by players such as Hank Aaron and Barry Bonds, Ruth's name remains synonymous with power hitting. In addition to his on-field success, Ruth also played an important role in shaping the culture of baseball. He helped to popularize the home run and brought excitement to the game with his charismatic personality. Ruth was one of the first athletes to truly understand the power of celebrity. And he used his fame to promote charitable causes and raise awareness about social issues. Despite his many accomplishments, Ruth was not without his flaws. He struggled with alcoholism throughout his life. And his off-field behavior was often controversial. However, his impact on the game of baseball and American culture cannot be denied. Today, Babe Ruth is remembered as one of the greatest athletes of all time. His legacy continues to inspire athletes and fans around the world, and his impact on the game of baseball is still felt today. From his humble beginnings in a Baltimore orphanage to his status as a national icon, Babe Ruth's life and career will continue to be celebrated for generations to come.